What is up, guys? It's your boy Lil Joey with Lil Talk, and we got the best guest that we've had so far. My very, very good friend, Blaze Deshotel, the breakout signee, the Bloodline Mafia, um, I guess connoisseur. I know you stick with them a lot too. And you just had your fight announced on Breakout '08, Wrath of the Dragon, I believe it is.
hmm
Very Dragon Ball Z-esque. So how you feeling, man? How you doing today? And what are you thinking about your fight?
I'm feeling good, Joey. Thank you for having me. You're the first official person to interview me in this scene. I've had a couple that are just the scheduling just didn't line up. So shout out to Little Talk, and I'm feeling good. My last fight didn't go my way. Of course, there's the controversial the stoppage, blah blah blah. I'm putting that behind me because I have a new opponent in front of me, a guy flying across the pond to get his ass beat, and I'm excited for it. Um, he's really giving me the vibes of he's just a British Jorge, and if he is that way, then the promo should be very exciting and very interesting to say the least. If he's anything like Jorge with how he talks, then it should be fun. But I'm really looking forward to it. I like this fight for me a lot.
Let's go, bro. I love to hear it. Yeah, I mean, obviously you made your mark in this scene with the promo that you had with Jorge. That's really where you kind of shined as the promo king. Um, so hearing that you're getting little like UK Jorge vibes, I think that'll work out pretty well for you. Even so, I saw you posted with the announcement for the fight that you have a diss track that you're working on.
Yeah, it's actually it's I released it today with the announcement, so it's out. Hey Jimbo, I'm not a rapper. I do this is just fun for me. I just like I like to set the standard for promo in the scene. Leisure himself said that I am the best promoter in the scene. I just won promoter of the year on Breakout, so
Yeah,
it's
congratulations.
appreciate it. It's good to see that people are seeing the work I'm putting in and that I'm just showing that you can. That if you're not promoting, you're just lazy. It's not hard to do. I have a full time job. I have a family. I have all this other stuff, and I'm still able to promote my ass off. Still able to pull these numbers. And hey Jimbo, I wanted to start the promo with the bang, straight diss track off the announcement. So I'm not a rapper, but it was fun to make.
I love to see it, dude. Yeah, because obviously we've had two other fights, I believe, announced for Breakout '08, Wrath
Mhm.
of the Dragon. We got JDM versus Anton Bell, and then Jack Does Boxing versus Pascal Logic. Obviously, two big fights. Both are, UK versus USA. So three UK USA fights. How are you feeling about being a part of that, big setup already?
It's crazy. Leisure and Pat they keep like putting the expectations and blowing them out of the water. Like last every event, you're like, this is there's no way it gets better than this, and they just keep making it better and better. So now we're gonna have a whole group of UK guys coming across here, and I think that that's really like the next step in SEB is having these across like big fights from across the pond, people that you wouldn't normally put together because they're so far away. It's real exciting, and I will say I am one of two fights that's going to be in 12-ounce gloves. This fight, this is breakouts introducing 12-ounce gloves, and so your boy is going to be fighting James in 12-ounce gloves. Somebody is getting hurt, and it's not going to be me.
Oh shit. Okay, so we're getting real. We're getting real with the 12-ounce gloves. Okay. Um, so with that being said, how are you feeling with that, being the new standard going into this fight? Are you feeling any kind of nerves with that being lower gloves, or do you think it'll just be straight advantages for you?
It's straight in my to my advantage. I Jorge said that I was hurting his jaw with 16s. Obviously, we seen what I did to Cole's nose with 14s, so we're dropping down two more. It's going to be fun. I wanted 12-ounce gloves. I asked Leisure, I was like, hey, are we allowing 12 ounces? And he said this is going to be the first time we're introducing him. I said, please. James said he's fought in 12 ounces before, but he's never been hit by somebody in 12 ounces like I'm going to hit him.
Oh
So.
yeah. Oh yeah. So we saw those shots that you landed on Jorge. I was ringside. I saw those
Mhm.
shots land. We heard those shots land on Cole as well. So I think 12-ounce gloves definitely going to make this interesting. Obviously you've shown you have a lot of power, and I think that'll definitely be showcased with 12-ounce gloves. Um, but I personally do not know a whole lot about your opponent? Do you have any kind of information that like do you know a lot about him?
I really don't. I didn't even know who this guy was until probably a couple weeks before the fight got signed. I'm not too familiar with the UK scene in a whole, but Leisure said like he pointed him out and said, "Hey, this might be a fun fight for you." And so then I went and I looked into him a little bit. I haven't watched his fights because I want to save those for some YouTube videos I'm going to come out with. But I watched a little bit of some clips that he's posted, and he's just a British Jorge. He fights like Jorge. He's built like Jorge. It's just another Jorge. And I fought Jorge with basically no camp. I rolled off the couch for Jorge, so me locked in. It's going to be a whole different story, and I'm excited for it. I know that James, I think he's also 0-3, I believe. So it's somebody's getting their first win. Somebody's getting their win on this card, and I hate to say that James is making a long flight for it not to be him.
Someone's O has got to go. And bro, I mean, I think that makes for a great storyline besides the fact that it's, US versus UK, but obviously you had that very controversial loss with Cole. And then with Jorge, wish that would have gone differently. Are you taking any kind of lessons you've learned from these past losses with you to kind of make you a better fighter for this fight?
Yeah, basically just kind of the same thing I went into the Cole fight with. I wanted to correct all my wrongs that I did in the Jorge fight. I wanted to use my jab, and I used the hell out of my jab in the Cole fight. So this time you're gonna see me improving from the Cole fight. I'm ready to put it all together. I wanna my shots are too looping. I'm gonna work on my straight down the pipe. This is gonna be the most technical you've seen me, but I'm still at the end of the day, I'm there to brawl, I'm there to fight, and I'm there to throw hands, and it's gonna be an exciting show.
I love it, bro. I love it. Um, Obviously, me and you, we've known each other for a while,
Hmm.
been homies. Got to stay together in the '06 royalty house, so that was really fun. Um, Kind of detail, you haven't really been able to talk too much about your journey to crossover boxing, and specifically the small creator scene, because you started out with a fight on Hype Boxing, their first event, before they got shut down. So, kind of let the people know a little bit more about Blaze Deshotel and kind of your journey to the small creator boxing scene.
Yeah, it's my journey. It's my life, man. We don't have enough time in a day to go really go through my life and all the interesting obstacles that I've had to face to get here. But I was really just on the sidelines, not doing anything. I was a consumer of the influencer boxing scene. I was a big fan of it, watching in that this, that, and the other. And I had Twitter, but I had got off it forever. And I re-downloaded it. I got on and I started seeing like the Lesras and them posting about it. And I started saying, "How can I get a fight?" And that's how I look up a few days with me getting back on Twitter after not having it, just kind of shit posting and doom scrolling. I get the opportunity from Heather to fight on Hype. I immediately say yes. I don't care who the guy is. I heard multiple people like Little Nuke, Big Sam. They all turned down this guy that I fought, Zach Baker, and it ended up being a big fight. The guy, I mean, I watched the show that the guy was on, like still to this day on Netflix, on 60 Days In. It's really crazy to go from I didn't have any following, no following, just I was just going through the motions, staying on the sidelines, and I said, you know what, like let me put some effort in because I'm seeing the effort that people aren't putting in, and it's not much. The bar is not very high, so I came in, did the bare minimum, and I've already set myself apart from the other guys, and I think that I'm going to be one of the few that make it out of SEB. A lot of people are too small minded in the small creator boxing. I want to make it creator boxing. I'm not trying to stay in the box of small creator boxing. I want to venture out, as everyone should be able to do. Like, look at Divine Xavier. He is killing the game. He is my goat in this scene. He inspires me every day. He's so creative. He's such a good guy, and he's one of the guys who deserves all the success he's going to get and to be out of the scene. And of course, SEB is always going to be a big part of me, and it should always be relevant in our lives. But we should try to grow. We want to try to grow. We want to make some people want to make a career out of this. Some people want to make money. Some people just want to entertain. I'm kind of a mixture of all of it. Like if the money comes, great. I just like doing this. I like to show my personality, get a fan base, kind of just show that what I'm capable of. Because growing up, I had was kind of rough, so I never really had those opportunities. So I'm taking full advantage of them now.
There you go, dude. Yeah, no, I think I would have to agree with you on that. I think a lot of people do think on a little smaller scale in terms of, kind of staying in the SCB scene. And I think it's cool to see people like you, people like Divine, people like Tatakai try and like up those levels and try and I don't want to necessarily say make it out of the scene, but necessarily up the levels
Hmm.
to kind of, I guess, really you're putting even more light onto the scene the further you go. So I think that's awesome that that's your goal. Obviously, huge opportunity with the hype fight. And I think that's definitely gotten your name out there a good bit because that's when I started really, hearing about you around in the scene and stuff. And I think that's around when you signed with Dodge. I want to say you were signed with Dodge for a little bit.
Yeah, I was signed with Dodge for a little bit, but it was kind of short lived. It's just I was kind of new to whole the promotion thing. I didn't really know, and shout out to those guys. It's just there. It wasn't aligning with what I thought was best for me, so I moved on. But yeah, getting to be a part of these promotions and these groups has been really. It's I've learned a lot. I've made a lot of friends. I've made a lot of connections, and I think that's going to be the biggest benefit is because I have my foot in SCB, but I also have my foot in the actual influencer scene. I mean, I got walked out by not Logan Paul off of a whim. I got cornered by Keith Burke's corner. Like it's just a lot. I made a lot of connections. I made a lot of met a lot of guys, made a lot of friends, and I think that that's going to really benefit me in the future instead of just being so small minded and kind of starting. I kind of got thrown to the wolves in my hype fight, so now these small creator boxing fights, they're not like the lights aren't too much for me so far. I haven't experienced that, and so I think it's just all a big benefit.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I think starting out, definitely being in, thrown into the fire really with the hype fight. Um, but a lot of these different SCB events definitely prepare people for those bigger stages. Like it's not always going to be like these small venues and stuff like that. So it's definitely different for people. And I've talked to a lot of people, especially Cole, going overseas to
Hmm.
Ireland and having to fight in front of a huge crowd that was pretty much against him. So it's definitely different on different levels. But you've experienced two of those already, so that's huge. Um, and I think that with everything going on in the scene, in terms of people not promoting all this different stuff, do you think you've kind of brought a renaissance to that in terms of like bringing more promotion to the scene, or do you think that you were just kind of right place, right time?
I think I think maybe a little bit of both. I think that if you go back and you look at it's being possible now, but if you went back and looked at all the promo for hype, there was only one guy who stood up top. It was me. I was the number one promoter for that card. Each time it keeps coming to that narrative keeps coming around because it stays true. And I think that me being the promo king, I'm not too braggadocious about it. I'm not downplaying on other people. I'm just saying like if y'all aren't doing it, y'all are lazy. And I think the praise that I do get, like from the Lesras and the Pats and everybody out there who agree that I'm the best promoter, I think it kind of lights a fire under these other guys' ass. Like, hey, I'm tired of Blaze getting all the praise, and so they kind of want to they want to say, oh, I could promote too. So I hope that's the case because I don't if you out promote me, it's not gonna happen. But props to you. But I think lighting a fire under some guys because they're like, hey, I want to get that praise because everybody loves attention in the scene. I think it'll really just help the scene in the whole. That's kind of what I want. I want everybody to kind of look at my um like what I'm showing and kind of learn from that, build off of that, say, oh, that kind of inspires me to be a good promo. Like it's not all about edits, it's about catering to different audiences, getting your stuff out there. And so I'm really appreciative of all the praise I get. I think it's deserved. I do it does feel really good to get that recognition that I do put my work my ass off for. So hopefully it catches on to some other guys.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think one of the great things that you do that I've tried to kind of implement into a lot of my promo is branching out outside of Twitter. That seems to be a big thing where people stay, very, I guess, just very attached to Twitter.
Hmm.
That's where the community is. That's usually where you're going to get the most engagement. But the where you're going to get more eyes, new eyes, is going outside of the scene, going outside of the bubble and letting people know what's going on inside that bubble. So I think that's dope. That's what you're doing. It inspires me for sure. Um, and that's one of the reasons I've been trying to kill it with promo for this entire fight
Hmm.
buildup. But speaking of your fight, you're signed with Breakout. You've had a few little ups and downs. You're finally at, a fight between somebody who's kind of at the same point of you are in your career. So what are the number one things you're going to be focusing on for this camp? And is there anything you're going to be doing differently in terms of both training and promo?
I think I think my promo may be a little bit different because I feel like the past few times I do put a lot out there. I put a lot of training that I do out there, and I kind of want to take a page out of my previous opponent's books. Like I'm gonna still be posting some footage of me, but a lot of it's just gonna be straight like goofy promo, like really dialing into my personality instead of just my skill set because I'd rather just show you my skill set in the ring instead of just building up and doing this, that, and the other. But I think this time, more or less, I'm not going to change much because I was really prepared for the Cole fight. I think it's really just going to be getting the repetitions of what I was doing for the Cole fight and trying to correct those wrongs. I think um, I'm more focused on being in the best shape that I've been in this time. The boxing, I can hold my own in the boxing. This is more I just want to get I want to feel healthy. I want my body to feel healthy and look healthy. So I think just a culmination of me dialing in on my diet and my like weightlifting and to get my physique right. I think it's gonna play off because I believe in my boxing abilities. I have natural talent, and I think that I just need to have the vessel to be able to perform and put that talent to good use.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, I would agree with that. I think we've talked a few times. I know you've mentioned that the last two fights, like, Jorge, Cole, you felt like you're maybe a little higher in weight than you would like to be. So I guess I really didn't even ask this, but what weight is this fight going to be at? Is there going to be
It
did
it
you
will
have
be
any
it will be
hand in it?
this fight it'll be at 200 is the weight limit. I plan on so what I've been realizing is that I'm gaining a lot of muscle and I'm losing a lot of fat, so my weight isn't dropping. I'm not seeing the huge difference, but that's normal with weight loss. And so I'll probably come in around 195, but I'm gonna look the best. My muscles are gonna be the best they've looked. I'm gonna be absolutely jacked to the gills. I'm ready for that, and I'm ready to look good, to perform good, and get my first win. I'm excited for that. So I'm super excited for that.
Oh yeah, 100%. And you had your very first fight on Breakout, in Millersville, Maryland, which is going to be the exact same place that this fight is going to be taking place in. So, little nice there. You're finally, I feel like this is finally the time that we see the resurgence of Blaze Deshotel, per se. So I think we see a win from you. I'm not obviously you're my homie, so I'm gonna be biased, but I think I've seen you put in the work, time and time again, and I think it's time. It's time for a Blaze Des Hotel win.
Amen, brother. I'm glad that I'm the promo king in that, but you're all about to see that the promo king can box his ass off, he can fight his ass off, and he's gonna end with getting his hand raised. And then I'm gonna be a real threat. People, I'm gonna have a win under my name. Y'all are not gonna hear the end of it. Y'all are gonna, oh my god, I'm gonna annoy the hell out of everybody when I get this win. I'm honestly the trials and tribulations that I face on each of these losses, I'm probably gonna cry. You're gonna see a grown man cry, probably drop to his knees like I just won the Super Bowl. But
It's an
it's
emotional
just
thing.
yeah, it's just at the end of the day, I just want to keep showing my son, my 3-year-old son, that it's okay to take challenges. It's okay to lose. It's about how you bounce back from that. And I'm glad to set a good example for him and hopefully for other youth out there that are watching. And because I am Unk, I mean I'm 26, but in this scene I'm basically a
I'm
grandpa.
right there with you.
So so it's just I want to inspire other people because I don't have the best background. I didn't have the best upbringing. I don't have the best circumstances, but I make the most out of it and I work my ass off for it. So I'm excited for all of it to come to fruition and end with my hand getting raised.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And speaking of, do you have like a prediction of kind of how this fight's gonna go? Like, do you think it's gonna end early, or do you think it'll go the distance?
I think I'll tell you now, first round, I'm putting it on. I'm putting it on. I'm putting it on James. He's gonna. We're gonna see how he deals with pressure. first round, I'm putting it on him. And if it goes to the second round, that's where he's going to end because 12 ounces, I'm swinging for the fences, and his chin's not going to be attached to his head anymore. I'd say second round TKO. Hopefully we get a good ref. God
Yeah.
forbid. Hopefully, if so, oh man. Hopefully we get a
Oh,
good ref and it's a fair stoppage. No one can look at it and be like, "Oh, I don't know if I agree with that." I want to make it clean. I want to make it rememberable, and I always shoot for fight of the night. So let's expect no less.
let's go. Let's go. Now I'm hyped for it. 12-ounce gloves is definitely going to be something. We've seen knockouts. We've seen knockouts on breakout before. Um, but 12-ounce gloves just quite literally hits different.
Literally, yeah.
So, yeah, man, I think, I don't have like a whole lot to ask you. Obviously, I do want to have you on again, closer to your fight. Um, but do you have any message out there for anybody listening, anybody who may be a future opponent, or maybe you're just trying to inspire somebody out there?
Yeah, man. If you've been watching me, even if you like me or you don't like me, I really appreciate you watching me. It gives me this platform to do what I'm enjoying to do. Um, if you're struggling with self belief, you just got to take a step back and just know that you can do it. Anything that you want to do, you can do it. It may not be the prettiest path. It may not be the best outcome, and you might fail multiple times. I'm 0-3, but I'm still coming back. I'm like a crack addict. Can't get enough of it, and just my perseverance is going to pay off, and it's going to show that if as long as you don't quit, you can't lose. And you may face trials and tribulations, but just trust the process, keep working your ass off, and it'll pay off.
I love it, dude. I love it. I appreciate you coming on to the show. Obviously, we've been waiting to have you on the show for quite a while now. It's been a minute, but we finally got it done. And I just want to say thank you again for coming on because, you have quite literally helped, revive Lil Talk. I feel like this scene definitely deserves more platforms for people to kind of talk about their fights and stuff like that. Because obviously we had the SCB breakdown. We used to have the main card podcast. But it's always good to talk to you, dude. You're always the homie. You got my support. One more question, actually. I did forget to ask. I did see that you had a sponsorship with SCB Breakdown. So when did that come about?
Yeah, it was really I seen what they were doing. I think I love their idea because obviously we wanted to have our own little podcasting go. It's just our schedules never worked out. So to see somebody else do it, it's good. It's good to see because I wanted that to be a part of the scene. And I hit him up and I was just like, "Hey man, do y'all like my promo numbers speak for themselves? I'd love to work with you guys. I want to help grow the scene the best way I can, and I think having all these outlets like you, Little Talk, and the Small Creator Boxing Podcast, and all of these other ones, I think it's better because the more outreach you get, the J Sport takes, he's doing
Yeah,
his thing too. Yeah, like you're natural at interviewing and commentating and all that stuff. So I think that
appreciate it.
you being able to dive into your bag as well as and like it's mutual. We're both getting something out of it. I think it's all a learning process, and so I'm excited to work with those guys and have a few other sponsorships. I can't say just yet, but I'm excited. Shout out to Starborn Athletics. Shout out to Little Joey. Y'all have always had my back. Like literally since day one. Y'all are a ride or die, and so I'm a ride or die for y'all. And I'm excited to work with all these guys and just really get y'all's name out there and get my name out there and just have a everybody grow.
Yes, sir, dude. No, yeah, I completely agree. It's great getting to talk to you too, because obviously, we talk, back and forth, just on our own, but getting to see you kind of, I guess, show the people what I see personally. So that's dope. I really do appreciate you coming on to the podcast, giving me some time to get to ask you some questions about your fight and training and stuff. Guys, don't forget Breakout '08 Wrath of the Dragon Blaze Deshotel versus Jimbo is going down in Maryland. Don't miss it, guys. Don't forget to go follow Blaze on all his social medias. They're going to be linked down below in the description. I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Appreciate it.
Bet, bro. Let's go.